Now, we're coming up to the bit where you need a little bit more technical advice. So can you see, we're now getting to the section where the beginning and the end are about to meet. What you want to make sure is you're getting the final foliage underneath so that you have a continuous flow and nobody can see where you started, okay? So I'll get a bit closer and then I'll start showing you the final bit because we're nearly at the end of our wreath. Now I'm pretty quick. I have made hundreds of wreaths, more than my fingers to the bone. So just take your time and enjoy it. It really is a lovely thing to do. I hope you're keeping pace. It's quite nice to just make sure you've got a little bit of time to yourself to do this as well, because it does make a bit of a mess and you will need to clean it up a little bit afterwards, and you want to keep in a continuous flow with it. So just give yourself time. I am terrible for never giving myself time to do the nice things. Right, I'm going to do one more bit of honesty. So, with this last bit of honesty, I'm going to start tucking it underneath where I showed you, but only the stems. And you can see that it's starting to go beneath the work front, and I'm going to try and go a bit more green to get us where we need to be. We might need to add a bit over there. This ivy's a good one for filling up a big block of space. Take some of these leaves off. Now you can go over the foliage that you've already laid down, but I like to leave that as much as possible because it obviously, and pull tight. One of the things I haven't stressed actually is as you go around, you really want to pull tight so that you're not going to have such a loose tension to the foliage you put in that it all falls out. Okay, but you can also pull tight towards the end. Okay, here we go, getting there. And at the last stage, I've actually just stuffed that in and it's held tight because it's actually held under the wire from the previous one. I'm still going to wrap the wire around. And remember, you want to go the same way as you've always gone, which is from the inside and all the way around to the outside. So you're not undoing your loops as you go. And I have got a bit of an open spot there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down a bit more than usual. Can you see there's almost a little bit of a gap there? I'm just going to shove that in to the wire and the moss, and it's going to hold, okay? Right, that is looking pretty lovely, okay? It's almost like an autumn wreath, very much of the moment wreath. Now, how to secure your wire. You've still got your wire attached. What I want you to do is find the copper wire beneath. I want you to cut a length, and I want you to go behind that bit of copper wire, pull it tight, twist it around that bit of copper wire several times, it's flipped out, so that you are tying it off and securing it to the base, okay? And then if you just fold it in and stuff it down there, that'll be fine. Okay, there's a few gaps. I can see down here, I might like to just cover those up. So now I can go in and stick in a bit of this lovely lavender because I like the purple. Stick in a spray of that because it's really pretty. Oops. Doesn't matter. I'll just use that somewhere else. Okay. And if you wanted at this stage, you could actually use some of that stabbing wire, the very thin wire. And I'll show you what to do with that if you wanted to add a little bit of extra detail. So let's just have a look. I've got a little spider in the middle of mine. I love spiders. I don't want them crawling all over me, but I actually think they're quite godly. So this little bit of ivy looks sweet. It's, maybe needs a little bit more securing. So I'm just going to shove that in the back, and that's a bit better. You can see the back is really flat and the front is really raised. And that's a good full wreath. Okay, we're going to go on to the next step now. I'll take you through how to make a hanging hook.